hear people talk about faith in the church, you hear people talk about Bible verses about faith, all sorts of things you've heard about faith. But do you actually have that faith? Is it a part of your experience? In this video, I'm going to talk about the power of faith, and I'm going to compare it to belief a little bit. So if you've been following my page for the last couple of months, you may remember a video that I posted about why you should not believe anything. I'll put it up here. You can check it out if you want. It's one of my first videos. It may not be the best, but the message is powerful. And in that video, I mentioned that in the future, I would make a video on faith. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm making a video on faith. And I want to explain to you why faith is so important on your journey, especially if you feel that you're here to do great things in this world, to help make a change in this world in your own unique way. If you have goals, if you have a vision, if you feel like you're on a mission to accomplish something that you feel within yourself is meaningful and great, then faith is extremely important. Now, belief is different than faith. Now, it depends what context you use the word belief in, but for the most part, when people talk about, I believe in this, I believe that, this is my belief, this is what I believe, or if you've heard people ask questions like, do you believe in God? Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe the world is going to end soon? Whatever it may be, belief in that context means that there's a bit of uncertainty, right? You lack the courage to admit to yourself, I don't know. What I teach is that if you can admit to yourself, I don't know, it opens up tremendous possibilities for you to experience a more profound life in all aspects. If you admit your ignorance, this is the beginning to spiritual growth. This is the beginning to all growth in life, admitting your ignorance, admitting that I don't know, just maybe there's something I don't know. But instead of admitting I don't know, what most people do is they substitute that for belief, and they have all sorts of belief systems. And belief just means absence of proof. I feel like it may be the truth, so I'm gonna believe it, right? Like think about back in 2012, when we thought the world was gonna end. People would ask all the time, do you believe the world's gonna end on this date? The truth is, nobody knows. The thing is, you don't have to believe or disbelieve anything. Just simply admit, I don't know. If you have proof, that means you know. I see the sun come up every morning, so I know this is true. I don't have to believe the sun's gonna come up. I know it. I can see it. But, for example, do I believe in aliens? I don't disbelieve in aliens, but I don't believe in them either because I've never experienced aliens in my reality. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to discredit everybody else's belief because millions of people have said that they've seen aliens, so maybe they have in their reality. So in their reality, they don't even have to believe it, they know it, right? Because they've seen the aliens, they have proof. At least for themselves they do. So even in that case, you don't have to believe it if you've seen them, right? But I haven't seen them, I haven't experienced them. I've experienced other beings and entities, but not like a physical alien that the way that it's presented to us in Hollywood. I've never seen that, so I don't believe it, but at the same time, I don't disbelieve it, right? Does this make sense? So now let's talk about faith, the reason why you clicked on this video. If you're still here, hopefully you're gaining value. So faith is basically the absence of doubt and the absence of fear. It's an internal sense of knowing. See, I was working on my program, Inner Transformation here, and I was creating a slide on faith and belief. And I was explaining this stuff in my program. So I'm giving you guys some powerful information in this video that I usually only teach in my programs. Faith is an inner sense of knowing, and it is the absence of doubt and the absence of fear. It's about creating something in your mind, a vision that you have that you are here to turn into reality, right? Faith is dependent on the effort that you put towards something. And if you have faith, you're willing to put 100% effort towards that thing that it is that you want to create or manifest in this world. There's no doubt, there's no fear that it might not work out. You are 100% in and you have faith. And another aspect of faith is you trust, right? You trust in yourself, you trust in the higher power, God, that is guiding you, that created you, that is keeping you alive constantly. You trust that this power is guiding you in the right direction. You have an inner sense of knowing that whatever happens in life is happening for your highest good. That's another aspect of faith. Everything is happening for your highest good. You have complete and absolute trust that this is true. There's no doubt, there's no fear, there's no worry, there's no anxiety, sometimes you may feel confused, right? This doesn't mean you have absolute clarity, that everything's crystal clear, you know exactly what to do. No. A lot of times you'll get in this space where you don't know what to do next. But that faith that you have, you know, no matter what, that no matter what's happening, positive or negative, it's happening for your highest good. Even the negative things, if you're working on something and it doesn't work out, it's working on you. Work is a two-sided coin. If you're working on something and it doesn't work out the way you wanted it to work out, it's working on you. It's helping develop you into the person that you need to become in order to carry out this mission. Keep your faith, whatever it is that you are here to do, whatever mission you're here to accomplish, or if you don't even know what you're here to do, just keep your faith and keep working towards it. See, a lot of times people don't have faith because they're not walking in the way. When I say the way, like the way that Christ taught, right? Jesus, the way that the spiritual masters taught of love and compassion and living a life for the spirit rather than living a life of the world for the flesh. Now, 90+% of people live a mostly worldly dominated life, so they are not in touch or in tune with this level of faith that I'm speaking of right now. You hear people talk about faith in the church, you hear people talk about Bible verses about faith, all sorts of things you've heard about faith, but do you actually have that faith? Is it a part of your experience? It must become a part of your experience. Hopefully you gain value from this video about faith. That's all. Nothing else on my mind. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a comment, hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Much peace and love.